everybody, it's time for the second video. Second video. Um, like I said, this video right here, along with the next video, this video is a remake of one of my most popular videos on my Doug 8798 channel. This is a remake of my Dragon Ball Z Ocean Dub review. However, since I finally got to see both versions of the Ocean Dub, the Saiyan and Namek Saga, and of course, the Cell and Buu Sagas, I decided to split them up to talk about both of them individually instead of combining them into one video like I sort of did on my first account. One of the main reasons I decided to redo both of these videos right here was because, well, when I did my first Ocean Dub back in 2012 or 13, I can't remember, the video software I was using, I was just getting used to it, and the video software wasn't as quick and fast and as advanced as it is now. So if you can watch that video, you can tell the pictures, they're kind of all over the place in that video, and I repeat a lot because I did it without a script. Here I'm much better at reviewing. I script certain parts of the review, and like I said, the software I use is much faster now, and I've got to see more of both dubs, which is why I'm actually starting off with Cell and Buu. As you can see by the title, this is Cell and Buu Saga. I've already talked about the Saiyan and Namek Saga, which so when I go to the back of that video there won't be much new to that video. But this one right here, there's a lot, because I only got to see bits and pieces, certain episodes from the Android Saga of this season, and various clips from all the other episodes, like the Cell and Buu portions of the Android and Majin Buu sagas. But this right here is the entire thing. By the way, I didn't mention this in the webcam portion of my GT review, but I will be sure to mention it in the part 2 narration. But the links in the description box to download and watch these episodes will be in the link below. By the way, unless you have a credit card or something, they only allow up to 10 downloads a day for a limit. Unless you have a credit card, you can keep going. It's something about your computer IP address, something like that. That's just something to warn you guys about when you go to this very bizarre website. So it's 10 free downloads a day. Then you have to wait several hours before you can download more. That's a problem I had. But that's something I was just telling you. That's just something I'm telling you right now. With that being said, let's get this video started right now. It doesn't matter what you think, because this is my world. And by the way, now I'm not doing that here. Let's continue. Z. Z. Dragon Ball Z. Z. Dragon Ball Z. This is part 2 of my Dragon Ball Z Ocean Dub review Cell and Buu based sagas. Like I said, in part 1, I'm going to start off with the history, then I'm going to briefly talk about the story and what I liked and didn't like about this dub right here. So with that being said, let's get started right now. So yeah, my first introduction to the Ocean Dub was actually the Ocean Dub of these two particular sagas was actually in late 2008. I stumbled upon the Ocean Dub Cell games by accident. Because of the low quality voice acting, I immediately mistaken the dub for a fan dub, just like Team 4 Star, which had just recently started and took it off at the time.
Tell me about it. That thing just about made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, and
Hey, you said
my
that Robert
first,
came here 4 years
I
ago,
quickly
right?
forgot about the dub until 3 years later. My first real introduction to the Yoshi dub came in late 2011 when the Formidable Warrior and another guy named DBZ Ocean Dub Studios, now known as Anthony Carter, came onto YouTube showcasing Ocean Dub clips and bashing and tearing apart Funimation-based clips, and then it was around this time I found the website Dragon Ball www.dbz.tv, which no longer exists, and the first 53 episodes were Ocean Dub, with the rest being Funimation Bruce Faulkner. In 2000. Also around this time, a couple of Ocean Dub episodes appeared on YouTube, mainly the episodes where the Z Fighters fight the androids, and one involving the episode of the Buu Saga when Gohan trained with the Z Sword. I can't remember if I downloaded the Z Sword episode, but I definitely remember downloading the Android episodes. In 2019, I briefly had some ransomware on my computer, and it kind of got on my computer and hid my files. I managed to bring back all of my files, find all of my hidden files by doing some restart computer trick. Well, anyway, when I did this right here,
Hello, Sheriff. Yeah, it's Ridge down at Benefit.
When I did all of this,
by 3 weirdos in a van.
When I did all this right here, in the meantime, until I figured out how to get my files back, I found a website called Vegas, which had all the Ocean Dub episodes in Dragon Box Uncut.
Maybe I should say hello.
In Dragon Box Uncut versions on their websites, which of course is just the Ocean Dub recorded over Funimation and Japanese-based footage. But yeah, the first 53 episodes, and they had the original televised broadcast of episodes 108 through 276, which is the Cell and Buu based sagas. Everyone pretty much knows the history. I know some of it. The Ocean Dub, they initially dubbed episodes 1 through 53, but I think due to money problems, the Ocean Dub cast left Funimation in Dragon Ball Z after episode 53, and Funimation hired new in-house actors to dub episodes 54 through 276 when Ocean Dub regained broadcasting rights to the Dragon Ball Z Ocean Dub series. in 2000, instead of starting off where they left off, which is episode 54, 54 of the Ginyu Saga, and finishing with episode 107 of the Garlic Jr. Saga, they instead decided to be consistent with Funimation and start at episodes 108. This means no Ocean Dub episodes 54 through 107 actually exist. So finally, the ocean dub version of the Cell and Buu sagas, and I must say, I have my problems with this dub. There are a couple of duds here and there, but this right here is one of the best Dragon Ball Z dubs.
Yo,
This
Krillin
is
here.
one of the best, actually the best Dragon Ball Z dubs of all time.
Nope.
Most
no
fans
sign of him
consider
so
the
far.
Ocean dub to be good from episodes 1 through 53, but after that, they felt Funimation, the Funimation actors, should have took it over. I disagree. The Ocean dub actors should have dubbed the entire series. They should have never left.
She wants us to watch something
Because
on TV.
everyone says, the Ocean dub was good for the first 53 episodes when the characters were younger, but from episodes 54 through 107 when the characters got older and mature, they should have changed voices. No, the Ocean dub cast were truly the voice actors they dubbed because they grew up. They grew up with the roles in the Ocean dub base season. All of the characters sound older and much more mature. And despite this, according to various people on YouTube, this being a rushed production, this was still a pretty good adaptation. This adaptation of the Ocean dub lacks the complex music, the complex, overly dramatic music the first 53 episodes has, and has reused music from an anime called Monster Rancher and the Mega Man based cartoons. The Mega Man based, the 90s Mega Man based cartoon, which was also vastly similar to this anime right here. They even share the same voice actors.
And I'm happy to say he's doing much better.
The soundtrack is one of my all-time favorites. I like these low budget reused Mega Man and Monster Rancher soundtracks over the big budget Bruce Faulkner, which is what we were accustomed to. The people who lived in America, people who lived in Canada and the UK, I heard got this dub right here, which I think was way superior. My favorite track, you'll hear it later in this video when Piccolo and Kami fuse. That's the episode I'm watching right now. My favorite track is the Army Awakening theme, which always plays when somebody powers up or does something triumphant. It's this Then the fast-paced tempo, I think that's what it's called, where during a fast-paced action scene,
Tell me what's going on down
and both of those tracks are reused tracks from the Mega Man cartoon. It was awesome there, and it works. It works here. It was awesome there, and it works here too. So what else about this dub? And this dub, now, despite my problems, I still enjoy the Cell Saga as an adult, despite my various problems with the Cell Saga. That's the story, writing, and various inconsistencies, and the nerfing of all the human characters, which that began in the Frieza Saga, but that began in the Frieza Saga, and even in some parts of Dragon Ball, but that fully kick-started in the Cell-based saga, and oh my god, it was terrible when we got to the next saga, the
I
Majin
insist that
Buu
you
Base
tell me
Saga.
exactly what's going on
This
down
ocean
there.
dub managed to make the shittiest saga, the worst saga, the Majin Buu Saga, look good. Now, Funimation was at their best when they dubbed the Buu Saga. Much to my surprise, the worst sagas always have the best dubs in the Funimation version. But I still hate the Funimation version. It's not as cringeworthy as their other dubs, but the Funimation version is just terrible and childish. This is childish too, but these voice actors are superb comedians and actors that they can come off, they can say the campiest of dialogue and still come out looking cool. One of the main reasons for that is that they try to they act like Shakespeare with every line they're given. I did mention that not everything was perfect. Hercule is not in this episode, but Hercule, Android 16, and Master Roshi's second voice actor, when his first voice actor left the show, are three of the worst voices in this show. Let's start off with Hercule, the worst. Hercule is absolutely the worst. It's way too comical and way too cartoonish. The one thing Funimation does better than this show right here is Hercule's voice. It's way too cartoonish and way too comical. When I watch the Cell games, I have to fast forward his scenes. The next worst voice actor is Android 16. It sounds like
To initiate our merger,
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Darkseid, DC animated used Darkseid with a cold. The third voice is Master Roshi. When his first voice actor left the show, he was replaced by someone else who horribly tries to sound like an old man, and the voice sounds like Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yeah, those are the three worst voice actors. That being said, I consider these two dubs to be the best Dragon Ball Z dub of all time. Not just one of the best, the best. I think it's even better than its Japanese counterpart. The only thing I like better about the Japanese counterpart was the original. It was full length, uncut. This voice acting and soundtrack wise, just like with the first Ocean dub from episodes 1 through 3, is vastly superior to its Japanese counterpart. Yeah, you just heard the Army Awakening theme that I just mentioned right there in the scene. Yeah, even Trunks, I don't remember it, he has his own theme. But going back to the Majin Buu Saga, they managed to make the most terrible saga look good. Brian Drummond, during the memorable scene where Vegeta talks to Goku about his pride, they killed it. He killed it in that scene. My opinion, one of the worst and most overrated scenes in the series was Vegeta's pride. Brian Drummond killed that scene, and he was able to make this entire saga, including the final arc, Kid Buu, where Gohan, Gotenks, Piccolo are dead, and because they crushed the rings, Vegito is nowhere to be seen, and instead it's down to Goku, Supreme Kai, and Hercule, Old Kai, and later the Fat Buu, with Goku and Vegeta, Hercule and Fat Buu doing the fighting Majin Buu, fighting Kid Buu, the worst of the series. They managed to make that part more tolerable. Of course, every voice actor is the same, with the exception of the ones I mentioned. Every voice actor is the same except for pretty much Goku. In the first two versions, it was Ian Corlett, and for the first half of this dub, it was Peter Columbus. I don't remember which episode he left, but it was somewhere. It was somewhere in the Cell Saga. Peter Columbus, like I said, Ian Cortland and Peter Columbus were both great voice actors. Some of Goku's best, but the best quality-wise, in my opinion, was Kirby Morrow. Not only was Kirby Morrow, who voices Cyclops and Moroku in X-Men Evolution and Inuyasha respectively, not only was he awesome in the role, he was too awesome. He was too good for the role. He was way too cool and sophisticated to be portraying Goku in this series. But he nailed it. He nailed it. Majin Buu in this series, Majin Super Buu. Super Buu sounds exactly like Perfect Cell in this series.
We're trying to bring it back live via satellite with our correspondent in Gingertown.
Plot is, of course, everyone knows the plot. In these two sagas, the Z Fighters fight the androids. The Z Fighters fight the androids, then try to keep the androids away from Cell to prevent him from achieving his perfect form. To achieve his perfect form, Vegeta and Krillin pretty much allow Cell to achieve his perfect form. Krillin by destroying the remote, Vegeta by letting Cell.
Look, I've got to go to Gingertown.
By allowing Cell to absorb Android 18 to get the perfect challenge.
I'll be okay.
And then
I am a Super Saiyan after all.
After seeing how powerful Vegeta and Trunks
androids we
became
really
after
need to worry
defeating
about.
both of them, decides to host the Cell game
You sure?
and to bring
I'm
all
going
the
with you.
fighters that they can.
No, you're not. I think
Gohan
you're
with
forgetting
assistance
about your
from
father.
Vegeta,
He's more
with
important than
assistance
some
from
dumb
Vegeta
creature.
and in the anime, the other Z fighters
If
is
Trunks isn't
narrowly
fighting, I
able
need
to
my
defeat
help.
Cell with timely distraction from Vegeta
You're
and
not going
motivation
anywhere, young man.
from
You're staying
Goku,
right here.
which for a while
No,
this was the
I'm
greatest ending,
going.
but the Buu Saga ruins everything cool about this ending.
Gohan. But I'm going
This saga
solo on this
introduced
one.
Android
Listen to your mother.
16
She needs you here to
characters,
help protect
Android
your father in case the
16,
androids show
17,
up.
and
It's
18,
the right thing to do,
18
kid.
of course would
Trust
end up
me.
with Krillin.
Okay.
Then you had the Majin
I'll
Buu
stay
base saga
then.
with the Majin
Hey,
Buu
Trunks!
base saga
Scope
being
it
absolutely
out.
terrible.
But if things
The
get
first
hairy,
arc
come
was
back.
Goku.
Yeah, he's right.
Goku
Don't
participating
try
in a
anything
tournament with
crazy
the
out there
Warriors
because
of
we
the
need
Dead,
you to help
Grand
us fight
Kai's
the
tournament
androids.
with the Warriors of the Dead for a private lesson with
Guys,
Grand Kai.
don't worry about
It's
me.
down to Goku and Pikkon, and Goku and Pikkon are disqualified. I like all the Warriors of the Dead and all the episodes, with my favorite episodes being the first episode where Goku and Pikkon go to hell to stop Frieza, Cell, and the Ginyu Force, and the later episodes where Pikkon fights the Herculean He-Man, Conan the Barbarian-based warrior Olibu, and the final episode where Goku fights Pikkon. Then he goes straight into the Majin Buu based sagas with the Great Saiyaman saga where Gohan 7 years later is 18 years old and starts high school at Orange View High School. I think that's what it's called. Hercules now after defeating Cell and national celebrity after Gohan, in order to keep his family a secret, decides to have Bulma adopt a superhero identity, create a superhero costume for him, and he becomes the Great Saiyaman and fights crime alongside Hercules' daughter, Videl, who eventually figures out that he's Great Saiyaman, and later the Gold Warrior to the Super Saiyan. And then Gohan and the Z Fighters compete in a brand new tournament. This series features 2 new characters besides Videl, and that's Goten and Trunks, 2 of the worst characters of all time. Then bad guys show up. Yabu and Spokovich show up. They injure and incapacitate Gohan. Supreme Kai has the Z Fighters trust him, and they use this opportunity to follow Yabu and Spokovich to Babadi's ship where they hide. Babidi and Deborah and quickly kill Yabu and Spokovich, declaring them the humans useless. And on the way there, Supreme Kai of course tells them about the terror of Majin Buu and how they must prevent his release. Deborah spits at Krillin and Piccolo, turning into stone, forcing Vegeta, Gohan, and Goku to go onto the ship and defeat Deborah if they want to get them back to normal. They go on the ship, they defeat all challengers, with Vegeta and Goku successfully defeating Kui and Yaka in their first 2 challenges. Gohan struggles with Deborah. Deborah calls off the fight when he notices Vegeta's evil nature, and Babidi takes control of Vegeta, and Vegeta later revealed during his fight with Goku intentionally falls under the spell to gain power and kills the people at the stadium until Goku fights him.
Dragon Ball Z.
On the next episode
Goku,
of
instead of
Dragon
killing
Ball
him or
Z,
knocking him out,
Piccolo
Goku
discovers
keeps
the
his
shocking
power as
source
Super
of this
Saiyan
evil
2
monster's
and
hideous
fights
power. But
Vegeta,
watch
causing
out,
the
because
release of
Piccolo is about to
Majin Buu.
enlighten this
Meanwhile,
gruesome
Gohan
beast as to
and
what a
Supreme
Superman
Kai try to
can
stop
really
Babidi
do. You won't
Dabura
want to
from
miss the
unleashing
next
Buu.
explosive
They
episode
fail,
of Dragon
and
Ball
Dabura
Z.
and Majin Buu knocks out both Gohan and beats up Supreme Kai and kills Dabura after several cheap shots and insults by turning Dabura into a cookie, which turns Krillin and Piccolo back to stone. Vegeta later enters the fray after knocking out Goku, fights Majin Buu, appears to win, but Majin Buu reforms after taking all of Vegeta's attacks and beats the living daylights out of him. Then Vegeta tries to blow himself up to defeat Majin Buu. Piccolo takes a knocked out Goten and Trunks off the battlefield, and Goku later wakes up and rejoins the group and talks about the new fusion technique in the several episodes revolve around Goku and later Piccolo teaching the boys the fusion technique. Goku accidentally ran up his time on Earth after performing Super Saiyan 3 against Majin Buu and one more time for Goten and Trunks. And Goten and Trunks later successfully perform the fusion technique and become Gotenks, but get so cocky with their new power and fight Majin Buu and get destroyed. And during this time, Hercule tries to talk some sense into Majin Buu and convince him to stop killing. He's successful, with two robbers and thugs follow him there and shoot him, and that causes the evil Buu to come out, and the evil Buu fights the fat Buu, kills him by turning him to chocolate, and becomes Super Buu, and immediately begins sensing the Z Fighters' energy and finds them on the lookout, declaring to fight the new challenger Goku promised in 2 days. In 2 days, Piccolo, one of the other worst moments of the series, buys time by telling Majin Buu to kill everyone on Earth. Majin Buu does this. Then, in another plot hole, Piccolo decides to have Majin Buu go to the lookout, take the long way to the hyperbolic time chamber, and convinces Goten and Trunks to sleep, train, and do whatever because Majin Buu is on the way. They get inside the chamber. And Piccolo is later forced to destroy the chamber, trapping them all inside. When Gotenks appears to have nothing left, and Majin Buu escapes and kills everyone. The battle continues right before Gotenks, who turns Super Saiyan 3, is about to kill Majin Buu. He turns back to normal, and Majin Buu terrorizes them until he falls asleep and Gohan comes. Gohan easily defeats Majin Buu with his newfound power, and Majin Buu later hatches a plan to absorb Piccolo and Gotenks. Therefore, he's now evenly matched with Gohan. Goku is forced to re-enter the battle. Tien steps in, but is no match for Majin Buu, and Goku's forced to enter the battle and cut Majin Buu in half and try to fuse with Gohan, but Gohan misses the earrings, and the time runs out, and Majin Buu is back to normal, and Goku and Gohan, Goku and Gohan prepare to fight Majin Buu. Majin Buu absorbs Gohan, forcing Goku to fight the newly returned Vegeta, and forcing Goku to fuse with the newly returned Vegeta. They become Vegito, and they fight and easily defeat Majin Buu before intentionally getting absorbed to rescue their friends. They successfully do this, but Kid Buu blows up the Earth, and then the final battle takes place on King Kai's island. I'm gonna stop there, but yeah, I enjoy with the fusion, the Babidi and fusion based sagas are my favorites. With of course the Kid Buu sagas being my least favorites, but the Ocean dub makes those episodes tolerable and more entertaining. So this was my review of the Cell and Buu sagas. Cell and Buu sagas. If you don't want to hear the rest of the music, turn the video off right now.